Hello and welcome to another League of Legends gameplay commentary with your host, MrJester. I know no more friends. I'm so lonely with this solo cast. I'm all alone, forever alone. Anyway, I don't really mind that, to be honest. My friends aren't really the type of casting or even commentating vibe. They just prefer playing. That allows me to, find a lot of games to just simply cast when I am free. Anyway, we're going straight into this game now. The bans aren't being seen, and it's quite unfortunate. It sucks I can't really see these bans. Must be a spectator thing that right should fix. But I was able to just use LOL Nexus to get those bans for you. So say them for it quickly. We've got Nah, Brand, and Fizz banned on the blue side, as well as Zillion, Blitzcrank, and the Rammus banned on the purple side. Nah and Rammus, quite understandable. They're very solid picks at the moment. Nah is strong in the top lane. Rammus actually kind of overpowered in the jungle. He's in fact apparently receiving some nerfs in the upcoming patch. Blitzcrank though has been seeing a lot of love in the bot lane, being picked up quite a bit, I believe. I think this is in retaliation to the whole Janna Nami being picked up, supports there being solid ones, so Blitz with the instant pull and then silencing him straight away could be the main reason as to why they are, well, a good counter, I guess. And Zillion, still a stable ban, I guess, in the Oceanic region, although it must have to do with the ultimate. It's not got to do with the passive anymore, as the nerf to his passive reduced it from a global to just a simple AoE range. Brand, though, a bit not sure why. I'm not really understand. Maybe it's just a simple, like, just a ban to say I don't want to deal with the brand, and maybe just a Fizz is the same thing. I just don't want to deal with those type of champions. Going into the picks, we can see blue team is rocking the top lane Akali, jungle Fiddlesticks, mid lane Syndra, as well as the ADC Vayne with support Rocker. On the purple team, we've got ourselves the top lane Lissandra, I believe, jungle Lee Singa, mid lane Jace, and the duo Starlings of the Jinx and Janna, JJ, rocking the bot lane. So not bad. It's Triple J for that team. Triple J. Oh yeah. It's what dreams are not made of. I just probably ruined that song for everybody who loves that song. It's actually a really good song, to be honest. I don't mind it quite one bit whatsoever. Now, bear in mind there's an unfortunate black screen right now, and that is just got to do with the spectator issue where I'm having currently right now. There you go, into the game. So, based on borders alone, this could be a pretty interesting game. This was a high tier game to begin with, as I'm following Julesy, my friend of mine. I could spectate quite a bit. So, glad to see that this is going to be a high tier game. So, it should be not a lot of fails, but then again, we've always seen fails in every single division possible. Oh gosh, you've seen the Thresh from last game. Flay, level 2, when he had literally 100 health. Just wanted to get balls deep. And the enemy team had heal as well, so I don't know where that came from. But that was another game, and this is on to our new game. I'll go over with the names of who they are, so we don't have to go through that necessity once the game has spawned. So Imitation will play the Fiddlesticks, Columbus on the Syndra, Jin with Akali, Pengu on the Vayne, and Brawler with Rocker. On the purple side again, Legends will be playing Jinx, Porky's Ponytail with the Muay Thai Lee Sin showing off those rockin' abs, Zeretul playing the Jace, Julesy on Janna, and the Riven with Lissandra. You disgrace us, Riven. You should have been Riven. For the I believe I've casted these guys quite before. I think in the previous game, Jin was playing a remarkable Braum, was roaming quite effectively. He snowballed top lane and mid lane as a support Braum. It was quite a sight to see. Pengu, who was playing the top lane Zed in that game as well, he got fed off pretty well for that roam from Braum. Forced Vladimir to troll pool quite early. Imitation was in fact the Vladimir. So it's quite interesting. I guess he gets to be put back in the team. In fact, he's playing with the Zed and Braum from last game. So Imitation was quite aggressive a bit early on. A bit too aggressive, didn't really ward efficiently. So maybe as the Fiddlesticks he could be quite aggressive, who knows, we'll see how that game goes. On the purple side, who have I casted before? Julesy again. Has a very good decision making and positioning in terms of team fights as well as laning phase. He's pretty well rounded when it comes to those decision makings. Very solid player. And we're into the game. 16 seconds in already. Spectator, why don't you start me from the beginning? I love the beginning. But it is all fine and dandy. He will just clearly start 16 seconds in. It's not like I'm complaining or anything. Well, yeah, no, so Julesy has pretty good decision-making skills. In fact, I would be inclined to say with the bot lane, with just Vayne Raka over Jinx, Janna, the sustain is possibly in the favor of the Vayne Raka, because since Raka's rework, her healing and sustain has been quite huge. She's basically an ambulance, just running in where people need help, like, I'll save you! Increase movement speed to damage friendlies! Oh, there you go! Here's a hill! I will protect you. In fact, what is the passive called? Salvation runs Forcer towards nearby low health allies. So, yeah.
A summoner has reconnected.
She is an ambulance. She's a straight up ambulance. So, damage up will be more likely in favor of Jinx and Janna with the Eye of the Storm Shield granting more AD. So Jinx can be able to zone out Pengu quite efficiently. And if anyone knows Jinx more than anybody, it's definitely Julesy. His main is Jinx. He even claims to be the 6th best.
Until minions spawn.
Yes, we understand that, Black Enola. Ooh, he can be my dual caster for the game. We'll just let him take over. We'll get him quite loud. So here's my dual caster. Any whoosies? If anyone does know Jinx, it's definitely Julesy again. Most played ranked champion for himself. In fact, he's an ADC main. So he does know the marksman role quite effectively and efficiently. In fact, in-depth knowledge for that role. So looking to him to support it, especially someone he knows, a champion he knows, he should be able to know the strengths and weaknesses and when to engage, when not to engage and whatnot. So maybe even in terms of communication, granted it's solo queue, so communication isn't really the best between players. Just that innate natural of being on the same page could be quite efficient, because again, Julesy does know Jinx basically better than the back of his hand, and we all know the best back of our hand, especially when playing League. So it's all hands always on our mouse and we're looking at our keyboard like, oh, my back of my hands are there. For other lanes, Lissandra has the range advantage over Akali, so should be able to zone out Akali a bit. Akali might be forced to just use the Mark of the Assassin, as well as Twilight Shard to get some farm. So there's the damage already from Lissandra. So most likely will be in Lissandra's favour. Pengu and Brawler doing a bit of damage on a Julesy. We can't just disregard Raka. Raka will hurt. Her Starfall does a bit of damage. In fact, she sustains quite well. Legend's doing a lot of damage on the Pengu and Brawler. So the ISM did come in handy. So again, this would definitely be in Legend Juju's favour for now, until Brawler starts, well, getting the sustain up and running. As long as they can avoid the Starfall, denying a Brawler his form of sustain, then they can just constantly poke down Pengu, and well, basically if Brawler keeps healing Pengu, he's forced to use his own lifestyle as well. So it costs his health just to heal his teammates. So poke down Brawler, avoid Starfall. They could actually end up out trading this if it's all fair in game. So it could go in bot lane's favour. The Imitation playing Fiddlesticks jungle, his game potential, I don't know if it's quite high early on. I mean, he can come in, he's got a silence, he's got a fear, but the fear isn't too much. But he's got no full blink, so he needs someone to just like slow them down. And here comes the gank onto bot lane as well. Force the flash onto Legends, exhausted on the flash fear by Imitation and the silence. There's the drain and the heal by Legends to get away. Meanwhile, Porky's gank in the mid lane, force the flash away as he took a tower shot. So he's very low. In top lane, Riven is just still having a commanding lead. So Legends will have to back off from after they engaged. That's a flash from Limitation though. So I don't know if Porky's will be able to capitalize on that. Probably not, because he's also flashed on. His gank failed in the mid lane. Columbus doing quite a lot of damage to Germfire. Did use her flash as well. So that's all in all, flash has been used. Flash or flash, I don't know who will be benefiting more. Might be for Zeratul favour, because now the fact that Columbus can't flash away, Zeratul can play a bit more aggressive. And if Porky's just stays in the jungle, the flash isn't really negligible, because Imitation doesn't have himself. Imitation doesn't have himself the flash either, so I don't think he'll even go for an early jungle invade whatsoever. All in all, nothing much happened. No kills are in anyone's favour. farms though still going again in Riven's favor in the top lane. In favor of Zeratul in the mid lane, Jace's mid is a solid pick. Since Worlds, like, people have been reaping into it. I've been dreaded versing Jace. I don't like Jace mid. I can't play Jace to save my life. And I just don't like versing it. It is outright outrageous. Quoting Tarek right there, it's truly, truly outrageous. The poke potential from Jace is huge. His burst potential as well when it goes in with that something strike, thundering blow, resonating strike. Let's go get that. I forgot the name. Shock blast. Oh, I can't see your names. No, I'm gonna wait for you to go back into hammer form. But when he's in hammer form, his thundering strike does a lot of damage based on percentage health as well. Jhin doing a bit of return fire onto Riven, but it's still in Riven's favor. There's a flash from Brawler as well, trying to avoid the flame choppers. A great howling gale onto Pengu. Pengu might be forced to flash now, he just simply tumbles away to safety. No summon spells burnt by Pengu either. Pretty good for that. Porky's not really successfully ganking. There's a silence and fear on his Zeratul. Zeratul's taking Queller. He's below health, forced to use a pot to just walk away. I'm sorry, I just hiccuped. So he didn't have to flash away, so that's pretty good. So the gank, not too successful, only just chugged him down quite low. But around the corner is Porky's. There's also the howling on the Pengu. Pengu's down to low mana, so is Brawler. So Brawler won't be able to use his Star Fall to sustain. It's more or less he's just got his own heal, unless he's got some pots as well as that coin and has to sit back and relax. So if any time's a great time for Legends and Juju to play a bit of aggressive and poke down, now is probably the best time. They do have a 5 CS deficit though. And we also see, coming from behind his Porkies, checking out if the Tribe Rush has been won, it has been watered, but he's just chilling in the jungle. Maybe to find himself a free Fiddle Me Timbles kill. Or just simply counter jungle to deny him any farm as well. So, not bad at all. It's just a simp laning phase, 6 minutes in, no real first bloods, probably even coming anytime soon. Maybe in bot lane, as Brawler has been hit up by that flame choppers as well as Zap. Book is from behind, gets on the Brawler, so first blood will actually fall. Go to Legends. Julesy taking Queller, has to be careful of Pengu. Silver bots have been the exhaust is great though, keeping him interested. But guess who's around the corner? It is Columbus. Columbus doesn't have flash and misses a stun on Legends, but gets the slow. Still has an ultimate Queller, and there's the ultimate. The kill going off to Columbus. So great rotation coming from Columbus, picking himself a kill. Although Pengu could have probably gotten herself a kill though, but would have been in harm's way. Still had flash as a last resort, so only heal being used up in the bot lane. The first blood going to Jinx. It's going to be kind of big. Even in gold has bought herself the BF sword. And it's going to bully out that lane, and that's going to be really much of a bully. We do see a lane swap coming from Jhin and Columbus. I think Jin's giving up on the whole lane against Riven, because Riven was having a commanding lead. But also, Columbus wasn't doing too good against Zeratul. And maybe with this lane swap, it could be, I guess, in their favor. Is it a bit too behind? Both soul laners are at level 7. So yeah, they're both at level 7. Meanwhile, Jhin and Columbus are at level 6. So already have a 1 level disadvantage. Okay, so it's not a lane swap. It was just Jhin starting to get her roam on. Okay, my bad right there. So, not bad for them. In bot lane, you got the Cutlass versus against the BF Sword. So, in terms of, well, against harassment, Legends has the upper advantage with the raw damage. It's 52 to 25. But Pengu does have sustain with that Cutlass as well as the heals from Brawler. So, sustain-wise, he should be able to sustain, but it's going to be kind of difficult, especially when you have Fishbones ripping you apart from that distance. Legends hitting level 5 definitely has a long range. If Flame Choppers are down, not landing on anybody. Howling Gale's also missed. So it's just a back and forth trade. Possibly going in, it has gone in favor of the JJ squad, J squared, winning that trade off a little bit. So Fishbones, it's good. I mean, like Jinx, at the moment, I think when she's level 4 on Switcheroo, Fishbones outranges Caitlyn's auto attack range, so that's big. We see also the ultimate coming out from Pengu as well as the top from Jhin. Jhin will get from behind, down to the wall. Legends quite low. Julesy forced to use Monsoon, but it's not efficient as Jhin is still on the chase. Columbus is also around, coming from the go. Gets a flash, missing the stun. Flash from Julesy away to safety. So great communication right there. It was a fantastic silence as well from Brawler. They moved the single target silence of Soraka and turned it into an AoE silence when they did the rework. So that AoE silence delayed red team's bot lane in order to do anything whilst teleport was coming. So can Porkies get this one? Still goes in, gets stunned and exhausted. Will fall instantly. Imitation in fact ulted, but the Super Mega Deck did not steal the dragon. Imitation with the great smite. Zeratul is fighting off Jin. Jin is below half health. Imitation is around the corner. He's also on half health, but Zeratul does have double buff. There's a shockwave power blast. Zeratul will get the kill on Jin with the ignite tick. He's being chased by 4 targets. Meanwhile, in top lane, the Riven is pushing up to that top inner turret. He has taken the top outer turret. Zeratul still distracted, getting on to get engaged onto Pengu, gets condemned to the wall, jumps in, and a great fear by Imitation, denying him to turn that Thundering Strike into a kill. In fact, I think it's a perfect time now to figure out what is his moves. Thundering Blow to the skies. Oh, Thundering Strike. Where did I get Thundering Strike from? Looks like a strike, you know. Strike one in baseball. The blow makes... I still think strike sounds better. I mean, it's like the whole motion as if he's swinging a baseball bat. Come on. It works, right? It works. Anyway, he couldn't really secure the kill with that Thundering Blow, which does a lot of damage, so the great fear from Imitation saving Pengu's life. Meanwhile, in bot lane, Legends and Julesy pushing up onto the tower. They do have a commanding CS lead. With a 20 CS lead, Legends has a kill advantage, but Pengu does have 4 assists. So how well has this 4 assists happened? The gold is still in favor of Legends with 300 in his pockets. Across the board as well, it's even in the mid lane. Despite the fact that Zeratul has a 20 CS commanding lead in mid lane, the 2 kills and 1 assist on pockets of Columbus have helped him keep up in lane. In fact, even in top lane, despite a 40 CS lead in favor of OP Riven, the Jin is still keeping up again because of his roaming kills, as well as probably from the Dragon as well. So the gold is fairly even, it's still even, only 400 difference, and that is literally in the pockets of the ADC, so Legends having that extra lead for himself. Whereas in the bot lane though, it's 200 in favor of Assassin. And here comes the Limitation Ultimate. There's a stun from OP Riven, but it's not enough. Zeratul does get himself a kill onto Columbus though, but Jin will get his 3rd kill of the game onto Riven. Unfortunately, I wasn't fast enough to cast that, so a great Scarecrows from Fiddlesticks. It's called Scarecrows, right? Crowstorm. Oh, lordy lord. But Jin is not over yet. Still sensing blood. Has started making his way towards bot lane, but the wards did pick up his presence, so the bot lane are able to back away. And meanwhile, in top lane, Porkies has been using this time to push up in the top lane. So let's quickly check out how his progress is doing. He's got it quite low, but Imitation is right there to deny him that tower, just to hit the white cap to get away. Bot lane though, still Pengu doing a lot of harassment onto Legends. The silver balls are starting to hurt as well. So it's going harassment. Brawler sustaining Pengu up nicely for himself. Meanwhile, Legends is at half health, so it's going to be quite devastating how the fight would go. Starfall standing Brawler up enough to keep Pengu alive. The Monsoon is up from Julesy though, as well as the Exhaust. But the Exhaust is up from Brawler, so if any fight does happen, the Exhaust will go down. Legend's taking quite low. There's a tumble from Pengu. The Exhaust is turned around. Zap misses. And Pengu will get the better trade out of that. That's an Exhaust down from Julesy. Legend overstaying his welcome. Hawk is getting engaged by Ponytail. Kicks away Jin. As Riven comes in, the Q does land by Porkies. He won't follow that up. They will lose a pink ward for this though, as Limitation is waiting for Zeratul to come in. Walks in and finds himself with Zeratul. There's the fear. There's the silence. Zeratul just walk away though. Not really losing much, except only to halfway, but he'll be able to heal from that. Julesy has been condemned to the wall, gets silenced. The teleport from behind is Riven. Riven's coming in, goes in. Can land ultimate, he does on the Pengu. There's exhaust on the Riven. The Super Mega Death Rocket missing actually, I think. Didn't do that much damage. Pengu's doing a lot of return fire. Goes and finds Legends. There's 1, that's 2. There's the 3rd proc from Super Bolts. It is not a hit. Legends will escape with his life as well. So Pengu doing a lot of damage. But who's around to say hello? It's Columbus. He's surfing the seas, discovering lands, gets 1 kill. That's a double kill. He can get himself a triple kill if need be. Imitation that will deny Zeradol the push and tap, but he's taking a lot of a return fire on the perk. He's below half health. Jin coming in as well. Zeradol forces a jump on the Imitation, flashes away, but Jin is around there to pick up that kill. So Jin has gotten himself the 4th kill of the game. The Imitation is still alive and wealthy. Columbus definitely discovering new talent everywhere as he's roaming the lands and the seas, discovering the new islands and conquering badass booties. Ready for 1-2 for Columbus with 108 CS, only 20 CS behind of Zeratul, but those kills are quite big. There's a flash kick arena coming out from Porkies. The slow is also on the Columbus by Riven. Jason on the Q has been landed, so Porkies will secure himself that kill on the Columbus. Columbus, I think, not expecting the flash kick arena from Porkies because that was a really quick reactionary play by Porkies. As soon as he got to lane, just like screw it, flash kick arena and getting himself a kill there. So Porkies 1-1-1 at 4k gold, still 400 behind of Imitation as Imitation has himself 3 assists more in his favor. In the top lane though, equal farm, equal gold, despite there is still a 30 CS lead in the favor of Riven's side. In mid lane as well, 200 gold in favor of Columbus. It's definitely that CS deficit that's going in the favor of Columbus, as well as a 2-0 tower advantage. Bot lane again, even gold, even with the support. So the 100 in the pockets of Jinx is also in the pocket of Roller, so that 100 evens out. Blue team have pinged for the Dragon and Imitation has started on Dragon. They are starting, but red team is around the corner, although Zeratul is in the top lane. There's a teleport from Jin from behind. Lane Choppers have gone down to slow him down. So Jin is gone down to half health. There's a Super Mega Death Dog killing on to Legends, so great play by Legends right there. That's 1 kill down. Imitation is still on Dragon, but a fantastic smite still by Porkies. Will be able to get away, knowing that he's been speared. Pengu doing a lot of damage, getting himself the kill. Meanwhile, in top lane, we can't forget that Zeratul is still pushing. He's up to the top lane inhibitor turret. The back has been gold by Columbus, but can red team slow it? Yes, they can. They've denied the back. Juju taken down. He will die to Columbus. Meanwhile, Zeratul will get himself the top lane inhibitor turret. This is actually in favor of a red side. They get themselves the objectives all round, left, right, and center, only losing 2 people for 1. Legends has been stunned, gets feared by Imitation. He will fall to Columbus. So Columbus is got himself a 2nd kill in this team fight, as well as Riven getting away. What is that Riven's E? I want to know that E of hers. It's like such a nice glacial path. Okay, because I'm seeing it nicely. Zeratul has been stunned by Columbus as well as feared, but here comes the glacial path, flash into the ultimate, slowing down Imitation. So Riven is still full and healthy, but the flash is down. Imitation's flash is also down as well. Brawler at half health is chilling around. Has been seen by Porkies. Porkies will engage on the Brawler. The Dragon's Rage securing himself the kill. 12-16 kills in favor of blue side. Although they are 1 kill behind. The Glacial Path for Riven going in snares the Jin. Columbus is very low. Has to be careful. Has been slowed again. Can anyone follow it up? With a Super Mega Death Rock, it is still on cooldown. It has just come up right now. Could we see a cross map ultimate? It's up and here he goes. We're following. I can't follow on the minute. It will land. Downtown shot by Legends. Called a great snipe coming from Legends. He's been on par with those Super Mega Death Rockets. I believe only having one not be as efficient in the early game when it didn't hit the right target, hitting, I think, Pengu and doing not enough damage because Pengu was still fully healthy and it was just close range as well. So great long range snipe by Legends. He's picked himself the 3rd kill of the game. He also has the Infinity Edge and should possibly even be able to get this bottom outer turret. Turret's own favor of red side 4-1. The gold lead is 2k advantage again in the red side. Dragons are even, dead even with 1 all. With Porkies landing a fantastic smite still on the dragon just earlier, which is stable, which instigated almost everything. In the wards, a lot of vision has been placed around dragon area and a lot of pingles. So both teams have been warding very effectively this game. Have almost every jungle entrance warded up, so they would know if, when, and where the jungler has roamed in. The blue buff has been also given away. Zeratul standing on top of Pingle just finds himself that, and in fact runs away. Is a bit scared. Does land his shock blast onto Imitation. That's quite a lot of damage. Imitation's very, very squishy. He doesn't have a lot of health. Barely 1,300 health, so a very good shock blast could basically knock him down to half health if he's not careful. So he has to be very, very careful how he positions. He's very squishy though. But that drain basically heals him up right up straight away without any worries. Has started games off the Seeker's Arm Guard and an Amplifying Tome, so we'll be looking for that Sonya's Hourglass very soon. He is channeling the Crow Storm, goes into Zeratul. There's the Fear and the Drain. Zeratul taken quite low. We'll be able to walk away though with the Acceleration Gate. Meanwhile, Julesy is taking himself a pink wall, gets hit by Brawler's Starfall, but a Great Howling Gale to deny them the chase. In bot lane, Legends will get himself that bottom outer turret. In fact, letting minions do so as he starts to make his way towards mid lane. As blue team are pushing up onto this mid lane, they'll take their second turret of the game, I believe. Yes, it will fall down. So that second turret in game going to blue side, 5 to red side again. They are aware of that. Legends is around the corner. He stepped himself on the wards. They're pinging for him. Lands the zap and the flame choppers, but gets stunned by Columbus. Columbus with a long range stun. Then the slow. Meanwhile, Brawl has been engaged by Porkis. There's a flash kick arena. Porkis is quite deep. Does manage to flash safeguard away. Actually, so yeah. He flash kicked. No, he didn't. He safeguard kicked arena. So good for him. That's also killed for Riven. Going on to Jin. The glacial path going up, not following up. Don't forget, Legends is still alive. He's managed to survive this whole time. Juju has been feed and taken a bit of silver ball, so he's still a half health. Shock Blast missing. Glacial pass on the ultimate onto Pengu. Pengu will freeze up and die. Super Mega Death will secure that kill. Get Excited has been procced. The Legends has his movement speed. Lands a fantastic stab on the Columbus, forcing him to flash away. Julesy will fall to the ultimate, but before landing a Howling Gale, Zeratul tower diving, gets feared, will die. It's a double kill to Columbus, and the ambulance from Brawler coming in to save the day. So, pretty good team fight. Julesy did land a Howling Gale. Unfortunately, the fear was up from Imitation, denying Zeratul his kill on the Columbus. Columbus landing those stuns from long range, so they're very, very good. That nearly turned them around. Had they reacted to Legends a bit faster, they would have killed him off. Though Legends was able to cut quite efficiently. Porky's safeguard kick arena being very powerful, getting onto that Raka early on, so that way the kill was right there and there, and there was no ambulance to help sustain the team in prolonged fights, since his ultimate was basically not even evidential for that fight, used very early on. Just another ward battle going in favor of Julesy. Ended up getting the pink ward before his ward dies off. Ward dropped on by Bods. Know that Julesy is right there. Julesy, the wards have been very good. I mean, now the fact that the wards are all down, they have to replace every single ward they had. But the wards have been on point, and I like that. Vision is very important. You need to know where they are. Like, they pinged out when they saw Legends running up. It could have possibly baited that even better. So they didn't really use that information effectively or efficiently. But the fact that the vision, the knowledge and information was there to begin with is the good sign. In fact, they just want to quickly get this pink ward. Julesy will fight off Brawler again for that ward. There's a ward dropped the second time, and they will get that pink ward, losing only one though. It's a pink ward fight! Dragon has spawned, pink ward has dropped again. So many wards, so little time. Invitation is around the corner. Does have the ultimate though, but they take the dragon very quickly, and it's the second dragon of the game. Riven teleporting up to deny Jin getting that top outer turret. In fact, it's very healthy still. Riven has been doing a very good job pushing out the top wave, so it's nowhere near that top tower. Gold is 3k in the lead in favor of red side. 2-5 in turrets again. 2-1 in dragons in favor of red side. So red side doing quite well in terms of objectively. They're having, again, 1 dragon up, 3 towers up. They have an exposed inhibitor turret in the top lane. Zeratul did manage to get the top inhib turret early on in this game when Porkies did a fantastic smite store onto Dragon. They did lose, again, 2 people during that team fight, but they managed to get themselves 1 kill as well. So 2 for 1, or was it 3 for 1? It was a 3 for 1 exchange, taking Dragon and a top inhib turret. Any day of the deck, that's worth. That is so worth. An exposed inhibitor is huge. If you can keep shoving up the minion wave, which is what Riven has been doing consistently, that's going to cause pressure up in the top lane. Porky's finding himself Jin, force safeguard away. But again, it's going to keep pressure up in the top lane, and if they have to keep someone there in top lane all the time, that means it's a 4v5 elsewhere. And Jin is probably the most handy capable person there. He does have self teleport, so he can go in the top lane and teleport into fights. But if they do manage to take that top inhibitor, it's going to be huge very early on. It is a 24-minute game. Red team are grouping up in the mid lane, pushing up for that middle inner turret. All's left is to take the middle inner turret. In fact, no, they don't even set the size of the middle inner turret. Porky's wants more blood. Middle inner turret is below half out. There's a glacial path on the Brawler into this ultimate stun, as well as a super mega death rocket. So Porky's gets himself a kill on the Brawler. Brawler being quite just instantly dropping wrong position right there. They're pushing up to the middle in-hit turret as well. It's going down quite low. Porky's trying to go in for the flash kick arena. Gets condemned to the wall instead and dies to Pengu. That's also Columbus's ultimate gone down. They do lose the middle in-hit turret though. Jin still on chase, trying to find himself some booty with Imitation leading the charge. Imitation isn't that tanky. He only has himself needs to watch and Zonia's. In fact, Pengu takes a shock blast to the face, only losing 1/5 of his health. So the poke isn't just there just yet. Julesy taunting up that Columbus, sidestepping the stun as well. So the counter push coming in from blue side. Imitation is around the corner. He's charging up the Crowstorm. He's going in. Jumps onto Legends. So does Jin. Legends will die. No, he's still alive. Yes, he does die in the end, though Jin falls as well. So Imitation with a great initiation, though it didn't really turn out favorable as close on there. In fact, he gets knocked up by the Howling Gale. It's a great Howling Gale coming from Julesy. That's a 2-for-1 exchange inside of red team. The Glacial Path is still going on, doesn't follow that up. But the counter push is in the pink for the inhibitor turret. Red team want the inhibitor turret. They lost the ADC, but they said, no, we want this back. Columbus's ultimate is up and running, but he's been seen by that shock blast. Oblivion Glacial Shroud gets condemned away. Porky's still going aggressive. Flash Kick Arena not working this time again. He failed the Flash Kick Arena as well. Kalimba picks up a kill on the Zeratul. Pingo gets a kill on the Porkies. There's the exhaust on the Pingo, but Oblivion is taking quite low. That's a double kill going in favor of Columbus. Pingo's still on the chase. Howling Gale knocking out. Can Julesy get away? Super Mega Deathrocker also missing everybody. So not a favorable thing. Porky's missing out Flash Kick Arena twice. That's 2 Flash Kick Arenas he's missed. I think it was Safeguard Kick Arena the previous time. So that's missed, and that's going to be big. Blue team will be getting themselves a Baron for this, unless Julesy can do something. Brawler's quite low. Julesy gets himself a kill, so that's 1 kill down. Imitation will be forced to tank this, but they have to be kind of careful. Julesy is trying to do his best to do something. Jin will scare off Julesy though. Meanwhile, we see Porkies and Zeratul running as fast as they can to the Baron, but I don't think that's going to be enough. There's a teleport from Riven. Can she get in? She does have Glacial Path. There's a ward. Glacial Path in with the snare. And oh, she's taking quite low. Columbus gets himself the kill. Porkies will not be able to smite steal this. Blue team secure themselves the Baron Nashor. Gold lead is down, dropped to 3k. Still in favor of red team. Dragon spawning up in 1 minute, but can red team do anything to get back after losing that Baron? No, it doesn't seem the case, as blue team just back off and back into buying and farming. Although Jin might find himself as Zeratul, has to be careful. Zeratul walks into the brush, does not cancel the recall just in the nick of time. So, I don't know. I don't know what to make of it, honestly. Red team had themselves a commanding lead. They managed to turn around a tower dive by getting 2-for-1 exchange and just pushed up onto the inhibitor. Just Columbus with the great stun, and I think Porkies has to manage to pick his engagements right. Every time he's gone in for the Flash Kick Arena, he's instantly feared by Imitation. He's instantly silenced by himself or Brawler. So he's got to be kind of careful when he goes for Flash Kick Arena combos. It makes sense if you can Flash Kick Arena someone like Pengu into his teammates. The ultimate from Lissandra, which I want to get the name of again. Let's see, it is called Frozen Tomb. We'll just be able to pick up the kill instantly on the Pengu. But it's just not working out right now. It worked before, just not working out coming to teamfights now. The silence and fear from Imitation is paying dividends, denying that. He does have himself the Banshee's Veil though now, so he should, maybe with the Banshee's Veil, blocking off 1 CC. Who knows? He has to keep that up as he goes for Flash Kick. There's a Glacial Path into Frozen Tomb. Columbus taking quite low. Will be forced to Zonia's as Porky is condemned to the wall. But the shutdown goal going to a River, and River is still giving up chase. We'll be able to land a slow onto Brawler. Brawler's taking quite low as well. Legend's doing a lot of damage. Gets himself a kill as well. That's a 2-for-1 exchange. Meanwhile, Zeratul is in the backline, taking on to the middle inhib turret. It's taking quite low. Jin has backed with the home guards. Will find himself a Zeratul. Looks like to get the inhibitor. Yes, he can. He's taking quite low. In fact, he will die. But a great Glacial Path from the Lissandra gets herself a kill as well. Meanwhile, in top lane, there's a Flash Kick Arena failing again. Gets condemned to the wall. Legends will find himself a 1v1 against Limitation. Limitation forced to flash away. Flash from Legends as well, so that's going to be the top inhib turret. Exhaust onto Pengu. Riven goes in, gets an ace. It's an ace for red team. Fantastic, despite the fact that they don't have Baron buff. Columbus has spawned with Brawler though, so they will lose a top inhibitor. Columbus with the heal, home guard, gets himself 1 kill onto Riven. Chase is still on. There's a Death Focus onto Legends. But the flash kick arena, no, there is not even there. Just simply fall off the Q. Close will get himself a double kill. Can there be a triple kill? No, there isn't. Julesy and Legends will get away. So Columbus, 2 for none exchange in that push, although they do lose 2 inhibitors, which is gonna be massive. That is 2 inhibitors, 2 lanes with super minions. That's gonna be instantly 2 free lanes pushing up. As well as the fact that Baron is down, and there is no objectives for top lane for red team. The best, again, option is bot lane, because first up, Baron isn't there. And also they're taking the top inhibitor, so if anything is falling in the right pocket, falling the right way for red team, it is now. 3 massive objectives are down. That's 2 inhibitors, 1 Baron. They've even just taken themselves their 3rd dragon of the game. And all left is pushing the bot lane. We also see a surrender vote failing from blue team, 1 to 4. Not sure who started that surrender vote. It possibly might be Imitation. He hasn't been too great in this game. It's 2-2-12 though, so his fears have been on point as Porky's or even Zeratul jumping in, but I don't see him do a massive turnaround ultimate with that Crowstorm just yet. Might give him some time. He does have the Zhonya's though, so Crowstorm Zhonya's hopefully will be a saving grace for this team. Pengu has been letting the quick reaction plays by with those condemns every time Porky's has gone in, but hopefully later on does have the Q assess. That's definitely going to deal with the frozen tombstone. They did find themselves with Julesy, but Julesy's Howling Gale is pretty good. Zeratul will take this bottom inner turret as well, but have to get away. He gets stunned by Columbus and killed by Pengu. Pengu's got himself the 3rd kill of the game. They were falling for that tower. Could it be worth it though? Top lane inhibitor minions are pushing. The wards are aggressively for red team as well, so let's go quickly let that know. But the minions are in the base in the top lane. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Jin and Columbus are stuck in with those minions. As the bot lane is being pushed up by red team, Pork is leading the charge. If he lands a Q, he might even go in for the flash kick arena. His flash is up and his kick arena is up as well. I love calling it kick arena though. It's homage to Ned Flanders, and I love The Simpsons. I absolutely do. There's AoE silence from Brawler. Not really doing much. Columbus is preoccupied with the super minions pushed up on the top lane. Has quickly cleared them, but the minions are now in from the mid lane. As top lane minions will be soon to catch up there. Jin will be forced to deal with them. He does have teleport if anything happens. So the siege is on. Had they had Zeratul this time, the poke from Zeratul would be huge. Baron is spawning up in 1 minute 40, so we might see just a siege for the next 1 minute as they try and take this bottom inhib turret. Minions have been pushed up in both the middle and top lane, so someone has to deal with it now. Will be Columbus. Has a very good AoE clear with his Q to clear that off, as well as the slow. But the chase is still on. Brawler's taking a bit low from just 1 auto attack, so the crits coming up from Legends. Legends does have a Banshee's Veil, so that'll protect him from a early fear of Jin ulting in. They will siege on his mid lane. Zeratul is in the back line though. Will shove up the other 2 lanes to distract his teammates. In fact, he's pushing up on the mid lane, since mid lane will be going in. Pork is found the flash kick arena, gets into the wall, but Ruby able to kill. Jin has in fact, Zeratul distracted 3 members up in the mid lane, so that's a kill also dying. River going with the frozen on the Columbus and the Zhonyas. The team are following into rally up behind her. They do not get the kill of a Holland Gale. Juju will fall. No, uses the shield fantastically. In fact, set their sights up to that mid lane inhibitor. Julesy nearly getting stunned. Pork is taking quality, forced extra away as well. Safeguard. Chase is still on. Zap missing. Columbus doesn't have Zhonya's. Actually, no, she does. My bad. DFG has been used. So both inhibitors average one of Zeratul. I don't know what he was trying to do. I think he was trying to distract the enemy team as they tried to go for the bot lane siege. Didn't really work in favor. In fact, Jin and Columbus doing truckloads of damage on him. So it wasn't the best decision making by Zeratul. He should have literally joined bot as they sieged up on that tower. The Minions were already pushing. That was the only time to get the bot inhib turret. It didn't really work well. In fact, they end up losing a few people for that. As Baron has spawned, the pings coming from blue team. On that Baron, all the inhibitors are up, so there will be no issues with super minions pushing. In fact, red team have to quickly converge his Legends, had to cancel his recall. He was sitting on, I believe, some gold for that last Whisperer. Yes, he had enough for last Whisperer, so he had to cancel that recall just because of the Baron, how important that is. Jin already started taking a few hits from Baron. Has to be kind of careful. Will get healed up by Brawler though. Zeratul, not having his eyes set on the inhibitor, he thinks his team can deal with it. He has walked over the pink wall, so they do know what is happening. Here comes the teleport from the Jin, Zero to work himself the middle inhibitor turret. He's distracting for his team because that's already 3 people reacting to Zero. They're actually doing pretty well being the distractor. Will fall instantly as red team are working on that Baron. Imitation is coming behind, gets a Crow Storm, will die instantly from the Frozen Tomb reaction by Riven. So Imitation is taking quite low. That's going to be Baron again, going inside of red team's favor. They have a 7k goal lead again, 27-1 kills, favor of blue side, 8-2 turrets, and second Baron of the game for red team. That's going to be quite large as they set their eyes up for that top inhibitor turret. It is exposed. Porky's safeguarding over the wall, dropping up the vision to let his team know what is happening. They are setting the sides onto that top inhibitor turret. Will they be able to get it? Because Columbus does have his ultimate, and I believe Deathfire Grass up. So Columbus is up and running, full of damage right now. So they're going to be careful Legends doesn't get caught out by that Columbus stun. But minions, unfortunately, not in the side of red team, helping up blue, delaying that push on the top inhibitor. Zerodul, hopefully now will be able to stick with his team right now. He's been going solo on his own, just distracting him. It didn't work out this time though. That was last time he failed as he tried to push up the mid lane and bot lane. The red team didn't really get the bottom inhibitor. It worked this time. They got Baron for it. He distracted nice, he distracted 3, and got an inhibitor as well. So that was a lot worth in that distraction. So that's going to be good. He will pick himself a blue buff as well for the consistent poke. That's going to hurt though. He's got Last Whisperer, he's got Infinity Edge, he's got the completed Mirror Mana and Hex Drinker with Brutalizer as boots of Lucidity. So he's basically nearly full build, just needs to complete the last 2 items. And his Shock Blaze Acceleration Gate combo will hurt. It will do a lot of damage. Imitation doesn't have that much health. It will probably chuck him down to half health every shockwave, so he's going to be careful. Zero has been hit by Pengu, flashing in, knocking back Pengu, but gets condemned to the wall. Pengu will get himself a kill right there. But I think that was an ultimate from Brawler as well to keep him alive. There's a Super Mega Death. Will it get anybody? No, it does. It doesn't get a kill. It hits Jin though, stopping 2 recalls. That's 2 recalls that's been denied, and that will be top inhibitor turret falling, I believe. No, the recalls are back, stunned by Columbus. He goes Riven, Glacial Path, not following it up too. The Imitation was a fantastic crosser, but a great Monsoon. Denying that, Juju taking quite low, will fall. Zonya's onto Riven, will fall as well. That's a shutdown goal. Even Legends will fall. Double kill going in the pockets of Pengu. That's a 4 for 1 exchange in favor of blue team. The Imitation's ultimate doing a lot of damage. Unfortunately, was hit back by the Monsoon. They do get the top inhibitor turret though. Porky's at full health, setting sets up onto Zengu. Has to be careful though because Columbus does have stun. Missing the Q. We'll have to get away though. There's 2 inhibitors down, 4 dying for that in general. In fact, it was a 3 for 1 exchange. This damage output coming from that Vayne now late game is huge. Imitation's Crow Storm is doing a lot of damage as well. And Columbus has been on point with his ultimate stuns. He's landing him always. In fact, he just missed one right now. Why'd you make me a liar? Why, Columbus? Why? Damn it, trying to imitate Hotshot GG was like, why, Nunu? Why? Why? Why did you make me like a liar, Columbus? Why? Just not my day. My voice is, though, getting kind of sore with solo casting. I really do need to find a duo cast to keep it with the entertainment perks. This will be also, I think, the 5th dragon, 4th, 5th, 5th, 10th, 11th, 200th, who cares? 5th dragon in the favor of red team. They are keeping up objective. It is still 5k goal lead, but as the game progresses, that 5k goal lead diminishes over time. It looks like it'll be massive. It's not as big as it would have been, like, say, 10 minutes into game. 10 minutes into game, the 5k goal lead is huge. That's literally a BSO to nothing. Whereas now, it's not as big because everyone's starting to get their items again. Look at in the ADC. Legends is nearly completing that last item of his. He's got the Vampiric Scepter, so that'll be either a Blade of the Ruin King or a Bloodthirster. On the other side, he's with the Vayne on Pengu, Infinity Edge, Static Shield, Blade of the Ruin King, even the QSS. So it's one big item difference, but eventually as the game prolongs, that's gonna not matter because they'll both all have items. Imitation with the Crowstone, with the Zonyas as well. Juju's taking quite a little, but that was a fail of an ultimate. Locker has been popped. So I don't know what was with Imitation. I think it was just impatient right there. Porky's going in, missing the flash kick Reno again, getting silenced and feared. But guess who falls? Imitation is down. Legends is still alive. That's 1 kill for Legends. That's 2 kill for Legends. Double kill for Legends. Pengu is still alive. Gets baited in with the Zonyas by Riven. Triple kill for Legend. He's still alive. Can he get a quadra kill on the Jhin? There's the Zonyas. This will definitely be a game. Quadra kill for Legends. Fantastic team fight. And that's game. Imitation's impatience, sorry, did cost them that game with an early Crow Storm and a great retaliation. Fantastic play. Red team GG. Oh, brilliantly. And Jinx getting the quadra kill. I'm so happy. I'm a Jinx main myself. I love Jinx. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that game. It was really action-packed. In fact, I absolutely enjoyed casting that game. It was fantastic. There will definitely be more games to come later on as I follow up Julesy. Hopefully he still streams or still games a bit. So, hope you guys enjoyed that game, and I'll see you all around. Peace.